Oh, baby. Is it time? It is time. What's up, everybody? What's up? I am Dustin, singer actor Lewis, and this is my channel. Welcome, 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 everybody, to my very first YouTube video. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now, with that being said, I just got to give a few shout outs and a few thank yous and just an introduction to myself. So, one, shout out to all my friends, family, anybody who supported me jumping into this space. Y'all know this has been something I wanted to do for quite some time, and I'm stepping out there and I'm doing it. You know, one thing about me, people love to get my opinions. They love to get my ideas on whatever it is when it comes to singing, acting, Real Housewives review, because that's what we're going to get into today. So sit back, relax, and get ready for me to spill all the good tea, because you know the dog can give it to you, baby. Now, what better way for me to start my introduction into this YouTube space than with the premiere of season 9 of Real Housewives of Potomac? Listen, I didn't even realize we were at season 9. It's crazy how many seasons we have, but we're going to dive right on into it. And the episode opened up with the DUI situation from the Grand Dame herself, Miss Karen Huger. Now, listen, I have to say, maybe I missed something, but I didn't realize it was Karen's second DUI. I must have forgot about that, but I didn't realize it was her second DUI, which I know people who've had DUIs. They happen to people. Innocent, good people happen to have DUIs all the time. Well, not all the time, but they get them, right? My thing is with Karen is, baby, this is number 2. Come on, Karen. You on TV. You can't be doing this. You the Grand Dame, right? You finna be the Grand Dame of D&D and not Dungeons and Dragons, the Grand Dame of Drunk and Driving. Now, that's what Karen is doing. Now, Karen and Giselle, they go to have a little brunch. Now, Giselle picks Karen. Giselle was shady when she went and picked her up. But Giselle went and picked her up, and them dead had jumped out child, try to end the show. They tried to end the show for us early, but they made it to their place, and Karen and Giselle look good. They look really, really good. Now, I will say, Karen done lost some weight, and Giselle done picked it up, but that's all right, baby. I done picked up a little weight myself, so it's all right. That's all right. But you look good. You look beautiful, as always. One thing you can take from Giselle is a beautiful woman. Hands down. You cannot take it from her. Messy as hell, but she is beautiful. Now, I'm with Giselle on this. When that queen had sashayed her ass across that screen and she was like, oh, Karen comes here all the time and she eats and she don't ever drink. Well, hey, sir, can I please get a glass of orange juice and a little piece of French toast? I didn't ask you for Karen medical history or what she do up in here. Just serve me my food. So that was really weird to me that he just was so willing to give, oh, she comes here and she doesn't drink at all. My thing is, we know Karen drinks. Like, Karen, it's okay for you to have a drink. It's just not okay for you to drink and jump behind a wheel. That's the issue. You can sit down in a restaurant and have a drink, love. We don't mind. We don't mind that at all. Just don't hop behind no car. Now, that's the issue. So that's kind of where the episode starts there. Now, it pivots and we go into Gordon and Mia. Listen. I would say they have a beautiful family, and it really looks like Gordon and Mia are really trying a good job or are trying their hardest to co-parent. So that's great. That's a beautiful thing. Now, Mia, I got to give you a little piece because when it comes to black men and getting haircuts, so black men taking their sons to get haircuts, that can be a really big thing for them. So I understand that your new dude wants to do that. But if Gordon is saying he have an issue with it, just let the man take the boy to get a haircut. It's not that deep. Like, just let him take his son to get a haircut. Now, Mia, you looking good. But when Gordon had said, he felt like you didn't try and you ran into, you was like, well, I didn't run into anybody else's arms, but you kind of did. Like, you kind of did. Well, I guess, you know what? You actually didn't. I guess you never really left. Like, you never really left the other dude. So it's kind of weird for you to make that statement. And I don't want to jump ahead here, but it's just very fitting. Like when Giselle talked about this later, and I will say this, I think that Mia and Gordon do a really, really good job of co-parenting. I really think they do. But later on in the episode, when they were having the hat party, and Giselle says, well, Mia, you didn't protect your children. Now, I don't want to jump into the kid thing. I respect everyone's decisions. You have the right to raise your children however you would like to raise them. But me, I kind of agree. I don't know if you protected your children in that moment by allowing your children to see you with this other dude, and you knowing that you're married to this man, and there's some confusion about if your son belongs to him or not. Mia, that's a lot to be putting out there. Now, don't get me wrong. We appreciate the honesty. We love it. Listen, I'm going to keep watching because one thing I would give you come to work. Some of the other girls don't come to work, but you always show up to work. So I'm going to give you that. So we appreciate that. But just think about that. Think about your kids a little bit. Because, and she even said, they're going to grow up. They're going to see this. Think about that. And I don't know if you and Ink and G are really thinking about the overall effect that you can have on those kids. And I think that y'all can sometimes just take a step back and just process that little information a little bit. Just think about the kids. Think about the kids in there. Now, next up on the list, I have Miss Ashley. Come on, Ashley. Now, Ashley titties look good. Them titties look nice. They sit up there all lovely. Ashley is a beautiful girl as well. Listen, all the Potomac women are beautiful. You can't take it from them. They're gorgeous. Now, Ashley, when you had that oil slick wig with that black bustier, whatever it was. Now, listen, the outfit 10, wig. Yeah. Now, one thing I would say, Ashley, I like to see Ashley out here dating, even though she been dating. We knew you've been dating, Ashley. You and Michael been dating quiet as kept. But listen, we love to see Ashley out there dating. I think it is great for her to date. I know she said that she wants to get back out there, save a horse, ride a cow, boy, girl, whatever you want to do, Ashley, you do it fine. We is here for you. I'm also really, really happy to see that you are finally taking those steps to divorce, Michael. Love to see it. I think that it was really confusing for all of us because we didn't know what you had going on. But listen, Mama, you get all the money, and once you get it, turn around and see if you can get a little piece more. So we love to see that. We love to see that. Now, next up, we have Wendy, Dr. Wendy Osefo. Now, Wendy, listen, production was a little shady because I caught this. Now, when you sent that letter of resignation over to the school, you had a typo on there. You spelled easy, E-E-A-S-Y. And you hit send on that. So I'm sure you're probably going to get fired anyway from the typos from that. I ain't got room to talk, child. I can't spell worth damn. But anyway, this ain't about me. This is about you. But no, Wendy, congratulations on being able to be in a place to step out of that realm of you no longer having to be a teacher. You always will be Dr. Wendy, but we welcome you to whatever space that it is that you are doing. Love to see Wendy. Love her and Happy Eddie. I got to call him Happy Eddie. I love that. But Wendy and Happy Eddie, beautiful couple, beautiful family. Love to see Wendy stepping out of that space and doing what makes her happy. I think that it's a testament to say you can go and do all of these things. You can have all of these accolades. And yes, that's a portion of you and you will always have that. But do what makes you happy at the end of the day. So I love to see Wendy stepping in that space that makes her happy. So we love to see that, Wendy. But yeah, that typo that you sent that letter, them people's going to fire you, girl. I hate to say it, but they were definitely going to let you go. Another thing, before we move on to the next topic, when Wendy was talking about her mother and being upset. Now, I will say being Black, and when it comes to being Black and your parents have these expectations that they have set for your life, listen, it is hard. It is very, very difficult for sometimes for us to just simply be like, hey, look, I don't want to take that path anymore, because they're not always accepting. They have these dreams of grandeur that they have for us, that they have created, that they want us to do. And sometimes that path is not for us. So I know it's even harder. Wendy's Nigerian. I know it can be very, very difficult for her. Wendy, I wish you the best. I think your mom will be fine. Your mama see you on this TV show, living a good life, getting BBLs and everything. So, child, you do your big one. No, I'm just playing. I don't think Wendy got no BBL. I'm just playing. All right, so we have next up, we're going to welcome our new cast member, full-time castmate to the fold. Miss Stacey. Now, I remember seeing Miss Stacey on the QVC. I remember seeing her often on the QVC. And that's one thing I really enjoy watching QVC. I don't buy nothing, but I do enjoy watching QVC. QVC be having some nice trinkets, beautiful gowns, beautiful gowns. They have all of that on QVC. Little hair product. They have all of that. But I don't ever buy nothing. But yes, we remember seeing Miss Stacey. Stacey, we hate to see that you're going through that divorce. Your family is very beautiful. We hate to see that you're going through that divorce, Stacey. Wish you the best. We see this man. You have a new mystery man that's coming on. We saw from the previews. He looks familiar. I've seen him on. I think I've seen that man on the Parkers. I don't know. I think he was on the Parkers. Okay, never mind. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But he was on the Parkers. I remember seeing. I knew he looked familiar. Yeah, he was on the Parkers back in the day. I love me some Parkers. So yeah, Stacey is QVC. She is bringing fresh new energy. I love her energy. I think that she's going to bring something new, refreshing. I think she's going to mesh really well with the group, without doing too much. Because I think the one thing with Potomac, they'll sometimes bring somebody in, and it's way, way, way too much. So I think that this is a good fit. It seems natural. It seems like a good natural fit. It seems like she has a natural friendship with a lot of the ladies that are already on the show. So I look forward to see what she brings us. I look forward to that. Now we also have Miss Vivian in her blonde bob. I did not like the bob in that green dress. Green is my favorite color. But I didn't like the blonde bob with the green dress. I think she should have had a bouffant of some sort. A French roll or something else to go with that dress. The shoulders were just a little too high for that hairstyle. But because she wore the bob later on in little piece at Karen's little party, and it looked good. It just didn't look good in that green dress. But yes, indeed. Now we can transition over to the Hatitude party. Now, let's talk about the Hatitude party. We're going to sit here for a little minute. We're going to talk about the Hatitude party. I think that this is a great party. Now, one thing, and we're going to call it what it is. Giselle is known beautiful, but cheap and tacky. This, she was on point with. I don't think that this party was cheap. I don't think it was tacky. I think that she did a really, really good job with this party. I'm really interested to see how Giselle's interactions, and it's so crazy to me that Robin's not there anymore, and she can magically navigate the spaces with these other women so much easier than she did when Robin was there. One thing I knew from the previous seasons that I was hoping, and Robin was my favorite housewife when we first started off, and then it was a no. But Giselle or Robin, one of them had to go. One of them had to go. So it's just good to see, and it's refreshing to see that Giselle can actually get along with these ladies. She can actually put forth the effort to actually play the game with them and get in the bud and play with the girls. So I'm excited. And not in a nasty, mean way, because sometimes it just was nasty. So it's good to see her playing, having fun, because I do think she genuinely cares about Karen. I do think she genuinely cares about Ashley and a lot of the, honestly, Wendy too. They're so wars. So I think that she cares about these women. I think that when Robin was there, that was her rock. So it was a lot of like, okay, child, I don't really care about these girls, but I think she actually does now. So it's good to see that side of good old Jizzy, good old Giselle. Love to see it, love to see it. Now, back to the Hatitude party. It looked good. I love the hats with everyone having a hat with their own, like, named after them or basically themed after them. That was great. I loved that hat. We see Jacqueline coming in the room. Good to see you, Jacqueline. Now, Jacqueline, you was a little messy. On this episode, Jacqueline. Now, I like you, but I don't, not too much on the Grand Dame. Now, I understand she's the Grand Dame of D&D, but not too much on the Grand Dame. She's still Auntie Karen. We're gonna rep Auntie Karen until she go. We're gonna rep Auntie Karen. I'm gonna keep it there. Now, I don't think Karen would call her drunk. And here's the thing too, right? Let's talk about this. Yes, if you get a DUI, people automatically think like, hey, you probably shouldn't drink anymore. But what are the rules on that, right? Like, I understand that you shouldn't be drinking and getting behind a vehicle. You shouldn't do that, period. But if they're at an event, let's say they go to a birthday party like we have here, and she's not driving or they're not driving or whoever, can they not have a drink? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Now I just told Jacqueline she can't give Karen none, but I gotta give Karen a little piece. Now, Karen, I will say, Giselle having the different drinks and the grand down being non-alcoholic. I mean, non-alcoholic. Lord, yeah, that's right. Um, I think that was a good thing. I think that having that option there for you, I think that was showing her way of showing support with a hint of mess, but it was her way of supporting you, being funny, but her way of supporting you, being like, hey, look, girl, you ain't got a drink. We're gonna have this non-alcoholic drink. I think it would have been better if none of the drinks would have had alcohol in it and nobody would be drinking, but that doesn't make for a good mix, right? We need the libations to get the party started. Um, but I don't think that she was being messy in that moment when it came to that, to the drinks. I think it was dope. I think it was really, really cool, though. I think that Giselle is really showing up this year. So I'm happy to see what Giselle is going to bring us. So we got another newbie. We have Jassy. I think I'm saying it wrong. Beautiful. She looks really familiar, too. I probably have seen her on a football game. Let me stop lying. I ain't watching no football. What am I sitting here lying for? The lady looked familiar. I don't know where I know. Maybe I flew international somewhere and saw her. She was sitting next to me on the plane. Because, I am international. I'm worldwide. Just like Candy Burris. But, yeah, she's beautiful. I'm really, really excited to see what she brings. I think she is going to be fun. I think she's going to be a lot of fun. Mia brought her in when she came in. So I think that she's going to be a lot of fun. Excited to see what she brings us. Oh, Karen shows up. I'm skipping around here a little bit, but Karen shows up, and Karen showed up with that Shein hat on. Listen, shout out to my sister Chrissy. My sister Chrissy had that same hat she wore when we went to go see Beyonce. So listen, shout out to you, Chrissy, for wearing that same Shein hat. You and Karen got the same taste, girl. I know that's right. I know that's right. Karen went off on the girls a little bit. When she was telling them, hey, look, I don't want no fake friends. If you got something to ask me, just straight up ask me. I get it, though. I get it. Ain't no beating around the bush. If you have something that you need to say to me, if you have a question for me, although Giselle did ask earlier if you had a question, you told her she can just read or watch the stuff when it comes out. But Karen, you got to give a little bit, though. You're going to have to give the girls a little bit in order for them to get off of you. If you don't give them anything, the rumor mill is going to keep circulating. You're going to continue to have those allegations like Jacqueline said, well, I called you, you were drunk. Karen could have just woke up. She could have been tired, So I think, Karen, you giving them a little bit would just kind of put it to rest. That's one of the things that I want a lot of these people in these spaces to realize. If you give them a little bit, they ain't going to have nothing else to talk about. Give them something. So give them a little bit. Now, when Giselle and Ashley talk about this GNA, we don't want that. We don't want that. Y'all pulling the She by Sheree. Y'all had that fashion show. You can't buy none of the fashions. We don't want it. First of all, half of us on Ozempic anyway. We is not working out like that. To where we need all this workout gear. Child, we is going to the doctor. Hey, can I get a double dose, please? That's what we're looking for. We is not coming here to buy this athletic gear. But y'all is transitioning to the lifestyle, I guess, giving us herbs and berries or whatever it is that y'all giving to people. If you ain't got no line of GNA, Ozempic, a GNA weight loss tea or something, baby, we don't want it. And we're going to keep it there. Now, I like y'all. Y'all is cool, but we getting tired of this. Them AliExpress fashions. That's all right. I ordered for them a time or two in my lifetime, but that's all right. And then, I already talked about this, but we can circle back to it. Just going back to, Giselle and Ashley. Giselle and Ashley, they talked about I do feel like it was a bit much. I will say it was a bit much when Giselle and Karen kind of like just jumped on Mia about the not protecting her children. Now, that's a sensitive subject, and I know I kind of talked about it earlier. I'm not talking about the children. I respect where Mia's coming from. If Mia feels like that's how she wants to raise her kids, she has every right to do that. People have the right to have a different opinion in it as well. I mean, you do. You have the right to have a different opinion, but hey, she feels like that was the best option for her. I do think the part about G and I can't even think of the man name. I have it off here in my nose. What's that man name? Lord have mercy. Ink. I also call him Ike. Well, not Ike, Lord. Mia and Ink and Gordon, that situation is a little bit tricky. I don't know if I would have brought up he wants to get a paternity test. Mia, I think you know that it's not his child. But hey, do your thing, girl. But I will say, I think in that moment, and I agree with Wendy, I think it was a bit much. It was a little bit dogpiling. She didn't need it. When you start to see that she's getting emotional about it, she's getting heated, just let it go. Let it go. The girl's gonna do what she's gonna do. She feels like she's doing what's best for her children. And always, kids are always gonna be a sensitive subject for anybody, for any parent. I'm not a parent. Well, I have pets. I have pets. I have pet shrimp, but no, you can't eat them. But yes, so kids are gonna always be a sensitive subject for anybody. So just keep that in mind. So everybody, that is what I have for the Real Housewives of Potomac episode 1, season 9. Overall, if I had to rate the episode, honestly, I would give it an 8. I think overall it was a really, really good episode. I think it could have given us a little bit more. I'm really, really ready to see Kiana. I love her energy, so I'm super excited to see that she's a full-time housewife. Not sure why she wasn't on the first episode. Maybe she signed her contract a little bit later, but I'm really, really excited to see her join the fold and see how her and Ashley are going to interact, because I know that was a mess with her and Ashley's friends. So really excited to see what the rest of the season is going to bring us. I want to say again, thank you so much for joining us. This is my first episode. I hopefully will bring more of these to you. My goal is to review these episodes of Real Housewives every week. Starting off with Potomac, then maybe Atlanta, and some more shows in there. Y'all let me know what you want me to review. If you have any suggestions for me, like, comment, let me know what you need, any feedback. Now, let me go ahead and tell y'all something right now. This setup here, this is new. We just listen, I just came here to dance and that's it. We just gave the people a little bit. I'm putting this out there. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my stuff, okay? So don't get in them comments getting cute. And you know who you are. All right? But I thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. And I look forward to doing the next episode. So have a good one. Like and come on back.